Your team ships a new feature at midnight. Deploy goes fine. Next morning at stand-up, the database is empty. A week of customer records, orders, profiles, transactions, all gone. The deploy restarted the database process. That restart deleted everything. Not a bug, not a hack. This is how containers work by default. Containers are ephemeral by design. When a container is deleted, everything written inside it, database rows, log files, uploaded files, is permanently gone. The image stays untouched, but the container's writable layer is wiped. This is a critical issue for databases. If your PostgreSQL container is removed and recreated, say during a code deploy, all inserted rows disappear. Named volumes solve this by storing data outside the container lifecycle. A named volume is fully managed by Docker. It persists independently of any container and is stored in Docker's internal storage area. A bind mount maps a specific directory on your laptop directly into the container. Use named volumes for databases and anything that needs to survive container restarts in production. Use bind mounts during development, edit code on your laptop, and the changes appear inside the container instantly. Watch the fix in action. First, we create a named volume called pgdata. Then we launch a Postgres container with that volume mounted at its data directory. Now we stop and delete the container exactly what a deploy does. The container is gone, but the volume and every database row inside it survives completely. Container deleted, data safe. Log this in. Containers are throwaway, their internal storage dies with them. Named volumes live outside the container lifecycle completely. Any data you cannot afford to lose goes in a named volume, not inside the container. Remember the midnight deploy? One volume declaration. Problem solved.